into UCF Nights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Knights head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Miami's offense will come out first. And here comes Darian Mensah. He's coming off a tough day. A couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. Run inside. It's Fletcher. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. So any example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Fires downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So UCF's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Duke Watson, a 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. There's a crease. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Knights will hustle to the line.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd down, here's Watson. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! They strike first. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Throwing, Mensah. Snagged in the middle, it's Lofton. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Mensah to throw. On the move, he fires. On target over the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke. And the offseason saga that happened, obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darian Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darian Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up in the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent. They think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Fletcher. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Mensah. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Breaks the tackle, and they swarm him under.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Trying to find the end zone. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Watson. At the 20, he's got space. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Past the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Knights! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish by finding a rather spectacular way to get out of their own end of the field. A 96-yarder for the score. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Turning it on! They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They give it to him again.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Delayed handoff. It's Fletcher. Worked his way out across the 35, got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. And the Canes send out the punt unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it. There he goes! He's inside the 40, the 20, inside the. He is in! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his man, it's Thomas.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He'll throw on third down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Steamrolls his way ahead. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Knights want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Crosses to 40. At midfield, he's got room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. On the ground, it's Simon. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Going to the run, it's Watson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. They'll run with Watson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Knights! Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 11 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. Now back over to your game inside the bounce house. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
The Knights head coach told me at the half. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security, and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Barnett. That's caught. It's Wade. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, here's Watson. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Secures it at the 30, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Throwing, Mensah. The short hands, it's Fletcher. Nice move, creates some space. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Soft spot in the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Off play action on 1st down. The short hands, it's Gilbert. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Mensah to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Made the grab in the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
It's complete to the left. They'll get the 2-point conversion, and now the lead is 14.
UCF 28, Miami 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And some room to work. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's Duke one more time. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On third down, here's Watson. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
He wants to change this route. Here's a give to Watson. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Third and short now from their own 48. Might be changing the route. On third down, here's Watson. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Now on the move. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
on the ground inside. It's Watson. He just carries him face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Calls his own number. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's Barnett. He's got him still on his feet. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. He's got him. Touchdown, UCF. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Mensah. Got a man. It's Fletcher. Got the first down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking for a huge play. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Charles.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finding some room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. He's not going to make it to the first down marker, but that looked like a clear face mask, and he might wind up with the first down anyway. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal at the 1. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. Offense lining up quickly. Motion from the wideout. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.